Takže dáme pani video na to ďalšou dielu na hru Runaway 2. A budeme pokračovať.
I finally made it out of that jungle, so now I can... Oh, great. The jungle's ended, but not my problems. Look at that hanging bridge. It's scary just looking at that rickety thing. That is one deep gorge. It'll be impossible to climb down. If I fall, death will be pretty inevitable. The fun part will be the ascent with a full kit. Halo, wings, harp, and a white gown. Just what I was afraid of. The only way out is to cross that bridge.
No, tak to je v prdeli.
Rickety bridge. Cross at own risk. After reading that sign, I wouldn't cross it if I were on a reality TV show. Dude, that kind of joke is not funny. You could also just change it to say, high security bridge, cross at will, jumping and swinging allowed. Dude, that kind of... No, I know it looks like the only option, but I value my body. Life is not a video game in which you can fix your major screw-ups by starting the game over again.
Áno, ešte narážaj na to. Dobre, tak sa pozrieme.
Okay. No doubt about that. If I manage to cross the bridge, I can get down to the lower part of the island.
JB. OK. No poď.
Climbing, call me in my...
Ty to proste doskočíš.
Maybe jumping wasn't such a swift idea.
Lebo si debil. Ach, ty v jednotke si bol aký intelektuál a tuto si aký debil. Dobre, skúsime. To väčšinou funguje.
That's not a bad idea. If I guide it through the magnifying glass, the sun will be turned into a super strong beam of light. But in order to be of any use, I'd have to aim the magnifying glass at something. And I don't see how I'd do that right now. Good idea. That way I can use the magnifying glass wherever I need it. The hard part will be fitting the handle in. So let's cross our fingers. There we go. I made it as long as I could.
To je super.
Now to...
Teraz to môžeme použiť, nie?
Now that the handle is much longer, I can probably attach it to something. This looks like the perfect spot.
Že by? Že by to vyzeralo ako perfect spot?
Ta-da! The beam converges through the lens and turns into a high-powered light beam.
OK. To poďme do inventára.
Yeah, I get the idea. Let's hop to it.
Že by, vieš?
Bingo. It's just the way I wanted it. Yeah, that strap may be just what I need.
No, budeme mať prak. Vlastne.
There we go.
Ukáž? Zober to.
Yeah, I think I did this on a field trip once. Done. I've made the perfect slingshot.
A s čím budeš strieľať? S kúkami od vajec? Počkaj.
All right, let's see if I can find something up there. It looks like a bag.
Otová taška. Vyzerá to tak.
I'm not positive, but it might be Otto's. That would explain where his pilot's license dropped from. Well, as long as Otto doesn't fall down onto me at some point.
No. Počkaj.
Yeah, let's see how good my aim is. I wonder if I can knock the bag down. This rock should work.
Dobrý.
Presto. Yep, no doubt about it. It's Otto's bag. All right, I'll take a little peek. This key could come in handy. I think I know what lock it opens. The problem is that it's split in two. It must have broken when the bag fell from the treetop.
Asi hej. OK.
Yeah, if the light beam produces enough heat, maybe I can weld the key together. Let's try it out. Yes, I deserve the locksmith merit badge. And it seems to be pretty darn sturdy.
That makes no sense. That doesn't...
Dobre, dobre. Tak sa pojeb. Ideme do lietadla. Tak.
It's locked. No way. You need a key to open it. Let's try it. I hope the welding holds. Darn it! The excess metal from when I welded it is keeping the key from going into the keyhole.
No? That's to spoje?
Yes, that should help remove the excess metal. Let's be careful. You might bust the key again. Presto! It should work now. Now, if the compartment...
Dobre. Tak skúsime.
Come on, this has gotta go in the keyhole now. Yes! Finally! That took some effort, but now it's open. I'm not interested in and at this rate, I don't think at first... However, yeah, those snowshoes may be just what I'm looking for.
Snežné bodky.
They remind me of a Neanderthals, but hey, Neanderthals knew their snow.
OK. A snad s nimi už ty vole prejdeš po tom skurvenom moste. Lebo keď nie je brojené, tak ťa zajebem. Zajebem ťa. Tuto priamo, v priamom prenose.
Yeah, that's the idea I thought of when I found them in the hydroplane compartment. If I put the snowshoes on, my weight would be distributed across several planks of wood. It sounds crazy, but I have to try it.
Tak poď.
And not only that, but I should get rid of all my extra weight too. I'm gonna hide all the stuff I don't really need.
Ty vole, všetok postav, ktorý sme pozberali, ty vole,
This
teraz
has to go, and this, and this too. I'm taking the lemur with me. If I leave him here, he might shake the bridge just for laughs, or something worse. Darn that lemur. He must have woken up, and the first thing he did was polish off the whiskey. Okay, that should be enough. I really do feel quite a bit lighter. Well, here we go. It's been nice knowing you, world. Well, at least the worst part is over. Now I just have to keep on climbing.
Ty kokšo. Čo tam je?
Wait.
Armáda.
What is this doing on a lost island? What's going on here? What was it? Nothing more and nothing less than a military camp. Can you believe it?
It's not that weird, Brian. I bet they were just doing maneuvers.
No inak jen tá typkina sa si píše, tu sme stretli v jednotke v tom mestečku.
You're wrong, Sushi.
A tá
In the
sushi, no.
beginning, that's kind of what I thought
Pokiaľ ste
too.
videli, pokiaľ
The soldiers
nepoznáte
had most
jednotku,
likely seen Gina falling,
tak si určite
so I
pozrite.
headed for the camp
Natáčal
to
som
see
ju
whether
s
they would
českým
help
dubbingom.
me.
Áno, je to
But it
smiešné, že
didn't turn out
natáčal
to
som
be
ju
as
s
easy
českým
as
dubbingom
just
a toto
going
som
down to the lake,
natáčal s českými
meeting up with
a
her
s anglickými
and
titulkami a s
ending the day
anglickým
trip
dubbingom,
with
pretože
a pina colada.
pane, nevedel som zohľadať.
Nope. The accident turned out to be nothing compared to what was in store for me.
No ja.
Things were about to get worse. Much worse.
Much worse. A dá si prsty pri papulu. A teraz budeme zase čakať 3 dní, pretože tieto animačky, ak si píše s tou Sašou, tá sushi, sú zalagované jak piča. Lebo ja neviem, no 2007 hra a takto na piču optimalizovaná. Akože Runaway hry sú strašne skvelé. Aj tá jednotka, aj táto dvojka, ale... No tá dvojka neviem, ale tá jednotka bola skvelá, ale bola zabugovaná tiež. A táto... Ešte u tej jednotky by som to pochopil, lebo to bola 2004 tuším hra, ale...
Here I am at last. I never thought I'd make it.
Toto
I hope the
2007
hike
hra.
was worth it, and those soldiers know
Zoberte
something
si, že...
about Gina.
Čo vyšlo 2007? Neviem, čo vyšlo 2007.
Freeze! Hands behind your head!
But I
Mne
just...
sa dá, že Batman
said
Arkham
hands up,
Asylum, nie?
Okay. All right, man, keep it cool.
Listen, pal.
Auty
Nothing
4
personal,
vyšla,
but you
Modern
can never be
Warfare.
too careful.
This
Vyšiel
is not
Stalker,
necessary.
vyšiel
I'm
Portal.
unarmed. I
Ty vole,
just wanted to
vyšli
ask if you
všelijaké
guys
dobré
saw a
hry.
girl fall into the lake this morning.
Vyšiel Zaklínač.
All girl stuff is part of the
Vyšiel
colonel's
prvý
privilege.
Assassin's Creed a všetko to...
Go, get over
Všetko
here.
dneska je nezabugované. Ale toto, ty vole, musí byť z nejakého dôvodu zabugované. Keby to bola
Could I
stará
speak
hra
with
jak
the
piča.
colonel then?
I don't
Ale
know
nie je
why
to
she
stará
left
hra
you,
jak
dude,
piča.
but
Je
you
to
caught me
proste
in a good
normálka.
mood. Wait here, and I'll go ask him. Don't take your eyes off him, Felton. Leslie, a civilian wants to talk to the colonel. All right, Felton, accompany the civilian into the colonel's tent, as you ordered.
Leslie, this is the guy who wants to have a word with the colonel.
One moment, my colonel. Thank you, Felton. You, come here, please. Mr. Uh-huh. I've taken note, my colonel. Your name?
Brian Basco.
Well, Mr. Basco, wait here. Mr. What's-his-face wishes to speak with you, my colonel.
Who? Tell him I'm asleep, flower pot.
But he can hear you speaking right now, my colonel.
I must be speaking in my sleep, flower pot.
No, Daddy, you're more of the snoring type.
Flower pot, that memory of yours is worse than a senile old general's. Get it through that thick skull of yours that there are no mommies or daddies in the army. get over here a minute. I need to explain something. And pull those shirt tails right out of your pants. You look like a mama's boy. Look here, Lester. Why do you think I call you Flower Pot? To belittle you? No. It's such an outlandish surname that nobody will suspect it's fake. If the troops knew I sired a dim-witted boob like you, they'd lose their confidence in me, and I'd be shafted. You get it, son?
Okay.
I doubt they'll let me. I don't think stealing... They contain milk. Looks like Leslie writes down all the orders he gets from his dad in here. What surprises me most, though, is that his writing resembles mine so much.
I'm sorry, Dad. I mean, my Colonel. Oh, by the way, the satellite has located that shipment of cigars you were being sent from Cuba, my Colonel.
It's about time, Flower Pot. Coordinates?
I didn't memorize them, my Colonel, but I'll ask for them again right away.
God damn it, Flower Pot. Aren't you using that planner I gave you for Christmas? Do it now, and send a couple of men to the area. I want those cigars brought to me. As of yesterday. Out of my sight, Flower Pot.
You can come
To sme
in,
cigári
mister,
chceli, ale
whatever
sme
you call.
pokecané.
Thanks.
Well then,
Good morning. My name is...
is that what you came to tell me, civilian? Or did you have something interesting to say?
Well, I'd like to ask you about...
Negative. I'm the one asking questions here.
Yeah, but I was just wondering whether...
What do you think this is? A Q&A in the Pentagon press room?
Možno.
I'm warning you. Nobody interrogates me.
It's really just a quick...
Look here, civvy boy. Are you dumb or am I explaining this all wrong? If you ask me one more question, you're gonna spend the next 15 days in my refrigerator. Got that?
In the refrigerator? Well, if you give me a baseball to toss around...
Okay then. Now, answer this. What in Sam Hill are you doing on my island?
Actually, I didn't even want to come here. It was this girlfriend of mine.
Well, well. It turns out the smart Alex civilian is just a boy in love. Son, if you were a soldier, no woman would be playing around with you.
Možno.
Why don't you enlist?
It sounds truly exciting, but I don't want to have to kill anyone.
So you're that kind of folks. You say that because you never tried. But once you acquire a taste for it, you kill to try
No,
again.
no, jasné, to každý vypráva.
I can't picture myself in a uniform. Green doesn't go with my skin tone, and helmets give me a headache.
So this is what goddamn civil society has made us sink to? You keep in mind, boy, that I only tolerate 3 kinds of civilians. Women, kids, and the crippled. The rest of y'all should be under military command, killing for your homeland and
Ja som
dying in
kripel.
combat. But those dang politicians and scientists back in D.C. are all fooled with their welfare state, human rights, and atomic weaponry systems. They're trying to do away with the real army and values that make men men.
Enlist? Me? Do I look like a fool?
What kind of sissy are you, boy? When the winds of change blow through, and they will, you're gonna have to fight. Then I'd like to see what you use your pretty face for. I told you, I won't tolerate the 3rd degree. So answer me or suffer the consequences.
I don't know. I've never held a weapon.
Hey, where'd you go to grammar school, boy? Didn't you get an education?
Man, that's not what I meant. I must have wigged out.
Oh, yeah? What do you mean, then?
A girlfriend of mine fell into the lake, and I think you guys rescued her.
Negative, civilian. My men monitor every centimeter of Mala Island, and they ain't seen none of that. You sure that happened on this patch of land?
In fact, I think she's being held here against her will.
You don't say. There may be another possibility. She might be hiding from you.
Piču.
Well, she didn't exactly fall. I threw her out in mid-flight.
Something was telling me you're not all bad, boy. And I was right. Turns out you're my kind of man. So, did you enjoy that experience?
It's not what you think. I pushed her out to save her.
No reason to apologize. You done nothing wrong.
I felt awful as I watched my girlfriend fall through the sky.
Don't worry about that. You'll get over it. The first time always hurts. Then you get used to it.
To je tento
You even start
taký
to yearn
sadista,
for it.
piča.
I'd do it all day long if I could.
I bet you would have killed her. You look like a despicable slayer of helpless women.
Come on, boy. There's no reason to start kissing up to me at this point. And I don't know what you mean by helpless. You look the other way and they start weaving a web, like a tarantula. Ha! That was pretty funny, like red tarantulas.
Did I say I pushed her? I keep saying the silliest things lately.
You've got me more turned round than a dog chasing his tail. Let's see. Now, what did you mean?
Yeah, if you haven't,
Are you mocking me, Civvy? Just remember, if I get a hold of your girl, I can give her a real hard time.
I mean, that's not what I meant. It's that I had no idea this island belonged to you. It must have cost you a small fortune.
I say it's mine because I'm in charge here. Didn't anyone tell you martial law has been imposed on Mala Island?
I can tell you're...
The reason has to do with a big, fat military secret. I wouldn't divulge it to a civilian, even if I was authorized. And definitely not to the likes of you.
No way. I didn't know we were at war.
Well, we aren't, unfortunately. You know how much I miss the old days back in Nam.
Neviem.
You must be the only person alive who misses a lost war.
I should have kicked the bucket in that war, you know. They riddled me with bullets, so I knelt down and raised my arms for a more photogenic demise. And then some bird brain came along, threw me on his back, and saved me. So here I am, on a two-bit island with no way to die heroically.
There have been others since Vietnam. You must have been in some later conflict.
All of them. Even a few you ain't never heard of. Like that time the Reds put fluoride in the water supply to poison our minds. But none was as fun as Nam.
Quit complaining. You're on a paradise island now.
Don't overestimate the fun here. There ain't no enemy battalions at the beach, shrapnel with breakfast, or flocks of vultures hovering over the trenches. Now that would be paradise.
I see you're a man of action.
Like any man with a sense of self-worth, civilian. Like the men of yesteryear, those soldiers who killed at gunpoint. They didn't depend on them bureaucrats and their nuclear arms. But the old days are making a comeback. You'll see, soon.
Getting back to what I was saying, why are we under martial law?
Because that way I'm not obliged to answer questions from imbecile civilians like yourself. And even less so when they're about unauthorized topics.
I couldn't care less about the martial law. But I'll tell you why I'm on Mala Island.
I knew I could get you to sing in the end. Come on, fess up.
I'm not obliged to answer that question. I'll only respond in the presence of my attorney.
So that's your game, huh? Well, move your butt out of my tent, boy, and keep it still until the evacuation takes place.
If only you could offer me a nice plush mattress to park it on with my girl.
Don't you get smart with me, boy. In a few hours, you and all the other civilians left on Mala will be shipped out. The boat's on its way. It's a matter of hours. Flower pot?
Colonel, sir!
Escort the civilian to the door. And if he makes any funny moves, kill him. That guy rubs me the wrong way. I don't want him turning into a relentless pest. Tarantula.
I don't know why, but I get a sneaky feeling that the Colonel is hiding something. What's more, when I came out, I saw a girl being escorted by a soldier toward Kortzmeyer's tent. For a moment there, I thought it was Gina, and I almost bumped into her. She was blonde and wearing a very tight red leather outfit, but what in the world could that insane colonel be up to? It's clearer and clearer to me that Gina's being held somewhere inside the camp, but they're watching every step I take, so it's impossible to get a good look around. I'll have to find some other way to get in, no matter how hard I have to try. But it won't do me any good to rescue Gina if we have no way out afterward. With all travel by sea and air cut off, those military types would find us in no time. It's obvious. I'll have to cook up a plan to sneak into the camp and find a way to escape from the island. However, with the little help I have, that's gonna be one tall order. My only support is a plastered primate, who I'm gradually becoming fond of, I must say. Now that he woke up, his little eyes look so sad. They remind me of a little basset hound puppy I once had in New York. I'll name the little lemur after him. Little Demon.
No dobre. Každopádne ľudia. Na dnešnú epizódu stačí, teda pokiaľ sa vám to video páčilo, tak znamenáte like, pokiaľ sa vám páči, nezabudnite odber, veľa prosím, čakám vám už náš video na pomôžte sa, majte. Adios amigos.